going to offense? It's Chris from COYB TV. It's the post-match chat, and I'm a bit at loss for words with the second half of this match. Obviously, unfortunate for us to not take the 3 points that we really needed. Yeah, we've been pushing at them through the whole match. Jags did get the goal that kept us at 1-0 for most of the match. Bit unfortunate that we just couldn't see it out. We just couldn't finish it out. Rom, he had a better match than he did at Liverpool for the derby the other day. But even Leighton Baines and Ashley Williams, they were yelling at him throughout moments of the match. Telling him that he needs to push on. He needs to work a bit harder. He's had a few shots. He had a few opportunities. They just didn't pan out to anything. If anything, he was very greedy with the ball today. Didn't I mean I know he wants to go for the golden boot. He wants to go past the 21 goal mark that he's at right now. It's kind of how Ross Barkley was in portions in the past. He would go for the goal instead of passing it off, or he would go for a harder pass, much like how he did during the derby, instead of for the easy ball. So it kind of ruined it. It ruined opportunities for us to see the game out. But I can't really put all negativity on him. I guess maybe there should have been contributions elsewhere. Ronald Koeman, his decisions for subs didn't really help. I mean, going to 3 in the back, throwing Matty Pennington in there maybe helped a bit, but not enough. And maybe putting Calvert-Lewin in wasn't a good option either. Maybe he should have put somebody more dynamic like Lookman. We haven't seen him play in a bit, but he should even probably put Enner Valencia. I mean, Enner, he didn't come on for the derby, so it maybe throwing him in, because I mean we know Enner Valencia. Him and Rom have built up understanding. As we can see, in crucial times at latter times of matches, and Enner, he's kind of been, maybe something of a super sub for us. So maybe he should have threw him on instead of Calvert-Lewin. Calvert, he's good and all, but it wasn't the right choice. Man U, they kind of came out the blocks at the beginning of the second half. They really started pushing on. Paul Pogba came in. He definitely seemed to help and kind of turn the game, more towards Man U side. He definitely, he was giving in good deliveries. He was really moving the ball, and that's clearly what Jose Mourinho wanted out of him. He wanted his more dynamic central midfielder to really turn the game around and help Man U push, to potentially win the game or something. He was his big choice, his big substitution, and it ended up panning out. Ibra, early in the second half, he had a nice cross across the box. It could have been turned in, but it wasn't. Ibra had a header and ended up getting turned in. It was a low header. Joel, he parried it, but it bounced off the floor and bounced under him and went in. The linesman called it offsides. It was very tight. They showed it in the match, and he might have just been on, if I'm honest here. But at the same token, it didn't look like the ball left Ander Herrera's foot just yet. When he had put it in, when they called it, it looked like he was still on his foot. The ball hadn't left his foot yet. Anyway, they called it offsides, and it was still 1-1. Like I said, Rom, he had an opportunity to make it 2-0. Actually, he was all alone by himself, and he could have just slid it past the keeper. He kind of played with the ball a bit too much. I mentioned in my halftime show he had missed a few opportunities to pass the ball, and he didn't. He went for the shot. And talking about Rom, there was it was a very physical battle with him and Marcos Rojo. Um, Marcos, he didn't really defend Rom well enough, so that's why I said I can't really put too much negativity on Rom because he did try. He did try when he got the chance. Um, Marcos, he kind of there was a point in the match when Marcos there was a ball into Rom. Marcos had picked it up, but he kind of ran towards the goal. Marcos ran towards the goal with him, just holding Rom off. Rom pressured him hard. He could have, if it was a little bit more of an opportunity, and if he was maybe a bit more if Rom was a bit more next to him instead of so much behind him, he could have maybe got the ball off him. But Marcos ended up turning and getting rid of it. Calvert-Lewin, he came on. He came on for Ross Barkley, who actually had a very good game today. He really did work hard. He showed he was a different player from the player we saw during the derby. He uh, he created a lot more. He worked a lot harder. Um, so he really tried to make things happen. He gave a lot of great service to Rom today. Kevin Morales, he had a pretty good game before he came off. He came off for Matthew. He came off for Matthew Pennington. Um, Kev, he was a bit heated today. He got into a few scraps with Ashley Young. He got into one, I believe, with Marcos Rojo. Um, I believe that was really it. He was very heated today. Mainly with the one with Ashley Young. The Man U players picked up on the fact that he was very um, aggressive today. I believe he got booked. Um, and he actually made a bad choice. In the first half, Manu had got a free kick. He actually grabbed Marcos Rojo or Ander Herrera. That was the other play he got into something with. He grabbed Ander Herrera and kind of threw him to the ground. That's when Manu got that free kick that Joel had saved. Um, Daley Blind, he had took the free kick. It was a great free kick opportunity, but Joel saved it. He ended up hitting his head on the post. He ended up being okay. Joel was on fire today. He really kept us into the game. And he did very, very well today. It was unfortunate that the goal that ended up getting Manu the 1 point apiece, was a penalty. Uh, it was kind of the killer of the mood. It was definitely the killer of the mood. Ashley Williams, uh, Luke Shaw, he had took a shot from outside the box. It was about 20 yards out. He had took a shot. I believe that Joel Robles could have saved it, but Ashley Williams took it. He took it to the point where he felt like maybe he should have did it. He dove to the floor. It looked like he was going to try to save it with his head or deflect it with his head, but his hand was out and missed his head just barely and hit him on the arm, and they gave him a penalty. It might have not been intentional, but it's the fact that his arm was in an awkward position, and so they called it as a penalty. Ibra steps up. He missed a few opportunities early on in the game. Like I mentioned, he had that offsides. He had that goal that was called offsides. He actually had a header as well that just went over. So Ibra was definitely an X factor for Man U today. But he stepped up to the penalty, got Joel. Joel dove the wrong way, and he scored the goal right in like the 90. I think it was the 93rd, 94th minute. It was dying seconds of the game. We could have got the 3 points if it wasn't for that. Ashley Williams, he was booked before. He's going to be missing the Leicester match on Sunday. So that's 3 matches ban for him. So it leaves us in a very, very unfortunate situation. The bad luck just continues going for us. Um, we're missing a center back through injury, missing one through a 3 match ban. We're I don't want to say we're stuck with Pennington, but yeah, we're stuck with Pennington. Um, and it's just Pennington. He came on. He did pretty well, but the three standout players really today was Ashley Williams before his sending off. Jags, he did well today. Not only did he score the goal, but he defended excellently. He stepped up and recovered, and he just did everything he could. He put his heart on the line today. And Gareth Barry, I mean, I know us as fans, we would prefer Morgan Schneiderlin over him. I mean, but Gareth, ever since he joined the team, even his 1 year loan, he he did what he can. He worked hard. Gave us great service. So it's great that we have him. But we know his issues. We know his legs are tired. We know he's up there in age. So we would prefer Morgan Schneiderlin, but now Morgan, he might be back for the Leicester game, so he'll give us that extra defensive coverage. But we'll just see how that goes. So we're in a bit unfortunate situation. I bel Now there's only 6 matches left in the season. So uh, Ashley Williams, he'll be missing 3 of those, so there'll be only 3 left for him to play. We didn't put the nail in the coffin for this match today. We could have got the 3 points. We should have scored more. Rom's missed a few opportunities. He's kind of hitting a rough patch, clearly. Maybe it's confidence. Maybe, there's just too much noise in his mind. But we just couldn't do it today. It's unfortunate. And now we're off to Leicester on Sunday. Leicester are in great form. Vardy once again firing on all cylinders. Ever since they released Claudio Ranieri, they just turned it around. So it's going to be another tough go. I believe we might be home. Might be home for that match. I'm pretty sure we are. Yeah, we just gotta we gotta try something. Maybe this time around we should give Rom a partner, because maybe now he's just kind of slowing down. He's tired, maybe. So somebody maybe needs to just be up there. Maybe start Calvert-Lewin. Maybe play the 2 striker. Start Calvert-Lewin up there, or if he wants to, put Adam Ola back in. I mean, Adam Ola he had a rough first half for 1 match, and then that was it for him. We haven't seen him since. He's been on the bench as an option, but we just haven't seen him play. So maybe that's what he has to do. So yeah, let's just let's hope that it's not as bad as it seems for us, and we could just once again just keep going. We did get the 1 point. We dropped points, but at least it's something. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Remember, like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Hit me up on Twitter, COIBTV1878. Personal Twitter, it's ChrissyJ27. Hit me up on there as well. I also made a Tumblr, so you could find me on there at COIBTV, the Everton Fan Talk. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll probably do something in the midweek, just to chat about something. So I'll see you guys in that one. Thanks for the support. Peace.